Yo, welcome. Gonna do another one of these videos. Halfway there to all STMs. Well, halfway there is not really true because obviously this is only gonna get harder. But numerically, I'm halfway there. But so yeah, I'm just gonna talk about another few things that that I want to sort of archive, look back on, and remember. And for this video, I'm gonna start with obviously 128. Wow, this is my new hardest by a mile. I spent 10 hours on this track, which is now I think the longest I've ever spent on a map in Trackmania. In any Trackmania game, even Trackmania 2020, I did not spend 10 hours. So yeah. In terms of the hardest of all, that is now my hardest. Could maybe also say 15, but that's more of like a luck map. Hardest skill map, 128. And I guess the other hardest Kenya map I've done is 81, but to be honest, I didn't really find 81 that hard. It only took like 3 hours or something to get that. Just like on one evening session, we got 81. Yeah, the hardest valley so far is probably 99 or 15. Like they're my two hardest valleys. I think I'm getting a little bit better at valley. I'm obviously still struggling with the dirt. Dirt is just, especially those downhills where you have to keep grip. They're death for me. And for Lagoon, I think Lagoon is my worst so far. Like, I've tried to get 107, but I've spent many hours and I'm still at 10th off. And I feel like, you get a pretty solid run and it's not STM, and I'm like, dude, what? What is this? But I guess the hardest Lagoon I've got is probably 110, like in terms of tier, but I found it really easy, so that, I don't know. I haven't really found any Lagoon hard, like maybe 23 I think is the hardest Lagoon I've got, but that's just weird, because apparently according to everyone else it's easy, but I found 23 really hard. And then I guess Stadium, obviously that's where I'm from, so nothing's been too hard. I think the hardest tier I've got is this 116, but again, I only spent like 1 hour on that. I guess I also got 34, which was harder than I would have first thought. Like that, this 34 was suspiciously hard, and I haven't really I haven't gone for 120 yet. I don't think I will go for 120 for a while. I'll just leave it because obviously it's a tier 8. I don't want to rush it. I've already had enough troubles with 120. Okay, I guess now I'm going to sort of copy the format of my last video and talk about the least favorite maps I've had. And that's basically just White Valley, to be honest. But I just hate White Valley. In my previous episode I said 15 was my worst. So I basically rage hunted it until I got it. So now probably 12 I think is my least favorite. I'm not gonna lie, like I struggle so hard with 12, I just can't get it. Or maybe 18 as well. Like these two maps are just brainless hunt until you get it, sort of no skill maps, which is why they're my least favorites. Like, to be honest, I kind of like every other map, even the ones with bugs. It's like not too bad, because you've got to remember that the STMs also had to deal with the bugs or whatever, so I can understand. And also, yesterday I got my first ever top 10 on 148, because I've had top 10s PC before, but they were never top 10 all systems, and this was my first all systems top 10. That's cool. It was also like a bugged STM, so it says here that STM is 55.9, but the actual like true STM is like a 52.6, I think. But like the game developers inputted the time wrong, so it became really easy. So I did end up going and I did it the legitimate way, because I thought, that's kind of how it should be done. Don't want to cheese anything. And yeah, I guess like the 51st STM after I made that video was 33, which I spent, this is not long at all, like half an hour at most I think on this map. luckily to have some nice stadium background to help me out. And yeah, the 100th STM was 142, which is not the hardest map, but oh well. It is the 100th STM. Yeah. Oh yeah, and other things I forgot to add in the first video, which I put in the description, was like the amount of hours I have in the game. So, yeah. On the first video, when I got 50 STMs, I had 120 hours in Turbo, and now I have 200. So I spent 80 hours to get from 50 to 100. I mean, 200 hours is not bad. Not bad. I don't really know if that's good pace or what, but not sure. And to be honest, I kind of like, in the future, might want to do a speedrun. That sounds kind of cool. All the maps. But yeah. I guess the plan is it's just to unlock more maps, get the more silver medals. Like you can see here, just going along getting the silvers. If I like the map, I'll get the STM, but I'll just stick to silvers if the map's just like okay. Because I get like when you unlock more maps, you can do more easy tiers, get the number higher, get more practice in. And I don't want to I'm not going to be one of those guys that I don't have any problem with it. Like if you're just gonna go into a free one and on a map that you technically haven't unlocked by using this method, I mean that's okay, but for me I like it feels like normal, how it's meant to be done, sort of progression, and yeah, I like the animation of the Super Trackmaster Fire, I'm not gonna lie. That's the deal breaker. And I also have yeah, I've got a new skin setup. So I like this, it's kind of the same like in CSGO as well. I have a gold and black sort of inventory, and I kind of like gold and black. It's like my favorite. Favorite is questionable, but a black and green or black and gold I like. It's sort of color schemes, but yeah. So I'll probably just keep using that from now on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, no, it's not pretty much it. What am I showing? I was gonna, in my last video I was talking about map 69 and I was gonna leave that to last, but I have checked the sheets and someone else wanted to do that, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Unless they obviously say that they're gonna give up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do last, but I'll figure it out. I do want to kind of leave a hard map for last, so that it actually feels like a hard-earned last STM. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just gonna keep playing. Nothing really super special has happened. I haven't got any tier 8s yet, but I'm on it. I'm very scared of Black Valley. Black Valley is terrifying. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and shout out to all the UK gang that stay up until 5 AM playing with me sometimes. You know who you are, and yeah. See you in the next one at 150. Adios.